Hi, and welcome to the TackleShare channel. I'm Alicia. Today we're going to show you how to tie a double uni knot. This knot is great for tying two lines together, for example, tying braided line to a fluorocarbon leader. It's a low-profile fishing knot that can pass through the guides of your fishing rod without getting snagged. I'm going to start off with bigger line to show you just so you can see, and then later on I'm going to come back and tie one with actual braid and fluorocarbon. For demonstration purposes, the purple cord that I'm using, that's going to represent the braid, and this black line here, that's what is going to represent the fluorocarbon. So I start off with pretty good amount of line because it is, for starters, you may need a little bit more line. So I'm going to say about 10 or more inches. Just as you get practicing, later on you won't need that much. And so I like to put them in parallel just like this. And then, and you can see that they're pointing opposite directions. And I'm right-handed, so I always start this way. So I'm going to pinch these two lines right here very firmly like that. And I'm going to leave that fluorocarbon line lying down here on the table, just like that. Now I'm going to take my braid, and this is the one that's going to do the most amount of work from the start. I'm going to take it and loop it back around, just like that. And I made a nice little loop here, and I'm pinching it under my fingers there as well. And now what you're going to do, I might make it a bit smaller so I have enough line to work with. You can see how the fluorocarbon and the braid match up when the loop is right there. That's exactly where you're going to be taking this tag end of the braid, and you're going to start looping it through both. So you want to kind of grasp both of them in the same loop. So we're going to do that about 5 or 6 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Once you get to that point, you can let go of this loop, but you want to hold tight onto these two ends here. And you can let go of the fluorocarbon on this side and just hold on to the braid. And you're going to start cinching it. And because of the example I'm using, it may not work as smoothly as it would if it was line, but that's what you want to see. You want to see the line starting to pinch back just like that. Okay, now we're going to do the exact same thing, but we're going to do that with the fluorocarbon. So now I'm just going to flip this around so we can do a repetitive motion on that. And you'll notice that this line, obviously we don't have enough line to work there. You can easily just very carefully pull that through. All right, so the same concept. You're going to pinch that very tightly between your two fingers. You're going to leave the braid flat against the table there, and you're going to do all the work with the fluorocarbon this time. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to come back and do my loop, pinch that between my two fingers. Then I'm going to take the tag end of that fluorocarbon and I'm going to loop it back around through here, making sure to get both of these two pieces of line encompassed in those loops. So 1, and we're going to do that for 5 or 6 times. There we go. And what you're going to do now is you can let go of that loop there, hold on to those two lines right there, and pull just the fluorocarbon line. And you can see it starting to cinch really nicely there. And like I said before, because this is an actual fishing line, it doesn't work the way I'd like to. It's just for demonstration purposes. So there we go. Now what you can do is as you pull the main lines of each, it's going to cinch down on top of each other and they're going to pull real tight, just like that. And now I'm going to just try them out a little bit more. Excellent, just like that. And that is your double uni knot. Of course, once you're done that, you're going to go ahead and clip the tag ends of each of those here and here as close as possible, so that way you can clearly get that line to pass through the guides of your fishing rod without getting snagged. Okay, we've done that on big scale with these different ropes. Now we're going to try it on regular scale using fishing line. All right, now we have my 2 pieces of fishing line. Of course, I have my braid here in the green and my fluorocarbon, which is the clear line here. I'm going to start off yet again with having them parallel against the table there. Like I said, maybe 10 inches to start. And as you get more experience, you won't need that much line, but I like a little bit extra just to help hold on to this fimbly little line. So I'm going to take the pair of them and hold them tightly in my hands just like this. And I'm going to leave that fluorocarbon leader over here to lay flat on the table, and I'm going to do all the work with that braid. Take it back and do a loop just like this, and remembering that you pair the two together and you take that tag end and you're going to loop it around both of them, and you're going to do that 5 or 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. There we go. All right, and the one thing I did mention earlier, because we were just using rope as an example, when you do go to cinch this, so yet again, you're gonna hold on to the one tag end here, you can let go of that braid loop and just hold on to the 2 end pieces there, and you're gonna cinch it here. Now you'll notice that to help avoid any problems it may have with trying to get tighter and tighter and tighter, you can wet it in the water or just pop it in your mouth, just to lubricate it all that much more, to help it get a little tighter without causing any friction or any damage to your line. So I'm just gonna pull that tight right there, and that works so much better than when I did it with the rope. Just much better, just like that. So we've done the 1 uni knot on the braid. Now we're gonna flip it over and we're gonna do the same thing with the fluorocarbon. Okay, so I'm gonna leave my braid out there, and I'm gonna take my fluorocarbon leader and pull it a little further, just so I have enough room to work. It's very finicky when you do it with fishing line. All right, so same thing. Like I said, you leave your braid against the table there. Take your fluorocarbon and you're gonna do that loop. Now you wanna make sure that your loop pairs up with that line there, so you can make sure you get both lines when you start to do your loops. So we're going to go under and around 5 or 6 times. Just like that. And yet again, you can let go of that loop now, but you're still holding on to the 2 pieces of line here. You can let go of your braid and just hold on to that fluorocarbon leader, and it will start to cinch down on itself. Even if it gets a little tangled when you're doing your loops, it'll figure its way out. And you can see it starting to cinch there, just like that. And remember, you can get it wet to help it tighten itself without damaging your line. Excellent, just like that. And now I'm going to hold on to the long ends and just watch as it pins itself in just like that and tightens nice and tight. Holy jeez, does it ever get tight? So that is our finished knot. I'm gonna go ahead and clip the tag ends on this one here and then here. And it's nice to get them nice and close so that they don't get caught on the guides of your fishing rod. So there we go. All right, and there is our completed double uni knot. It is a fantastic knot to tie 2 different types of line together, and it has a really nice low profile so it can go through the eyelets of your rod without getting snagged. If you want to learn about more fishing knots, we have more on our channel. I'll put a card up here above. And if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. And if you hit that like button and subscribe to our channel, it really helps us continually bring more fishing content to you and other anglers. See you next time.